It's us again, because it's us again.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to be anyone else right now, so
Yeah.
we're back. Welcome to all the people. How many people have we got? We can't tell, but we're glad to have all of you here.
100%.
Yeah. We
That's a lot.
we have some participants here. We have Angel and Jacinta and John and Taylor and Louie. We are glad to have you here. Everyone else who hasn't sent a message, pop a emoji in the chat. Your favourite one to use.
Oh, yes. Nice.
I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah. And Jake, of course. Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Hello, Jake.
Don't forget.
Yes. Emojis in the chat. We like emojis.
100%.
How
What
are you
is your
going?
favourite emoji?
My favourite emoji.
Different questions.
I like because I use it a lot. I use like the one that's laughing, but it's got the sweat down its face. So it's like,
Oh, yeah.
like the nervous laugh. I use that one
That's a good one.
constantly. Yeah.
Oh, we got some nice
Hello,
ones. already.
Annika. Welcome to the stream. We've got.
Welcome.
Is it a razor or a roller or a hairdryer?
Both?
I cannot tell.
No idea.
It's all of the
Louis,
above.
what is your emoji?
Let us know.
Yeah, that one, Taylor. That's my favourite. I genuinely don't know what Louis sent.
I have no idea either. Lily, what did
Can't
you say?
tell.
What
Like a
emoji is
hammer?
that?
It kind of looks like a shaver because there's like a tiny bit of white, which would be
I
like
think it is a razor.
Razor.
It is a razor.
Okay.
Cool.
not a shaver, a
I'm
razor.
liking all these emojis. These are good
Oh, yeah.
variation.
Hi, by the way.
Actually-
I haven't seen a
Josiah's
razor
here.
in a while, as
Hey.
you can kind of tell. Anyways, back to you guys.
I lost my shaving cord, so I don't know where it is.
Oh.
I got to try and find it. It's good. It's fun. It's annoying. It sucks.
My razor doesn't have electric
no.
needs,
But
so
neither.
it
I
just.
need to get one, but you know. Anyways,
Yeah.
razor scooter. Ooh.
Hey.
Yeah, shout out.
Nice.
Razor
All right.
scooters were pretty good back in the day.
Even ripsticks. Did you guys ever get good at ripsticks?
No.
No,
I wasn't
genuinely
gonna do
do
it
not
normal.
have the coordination for
They are
ripstick.
so much
My
fun.
cousin had one, and I tried to use it, and I tried to learn. I just I barely have enough balance for a skateboard, let alone one that like twists as you move. So
So you can't do four, so, you know, why not try two? No.
The razor was the best back in the day.
I never had, like, the money to get a razor scooter.
Disappointing.
I had a scooter. I don't know if I ever had like a razor scooter, but I'm not
yeah.
really a brand person, so I
Yes, see?
Didn't realise that was a
Ripsticks
thing.
was so much fun.
Oh, rip.
They are so much fun.
I wish I had the balance for them, but I just don't.
Yeah.
I just couldn't figure out the fact that
You have to, like, wiggle.
yeah, it just
And, like, have
it
to be
was
in the
too
opposing
hard.
directions. Yeah.
I have to have coordination in my feet to do that, and I do not. So, but speaking of exciting things like razors,
Yep.
What?
we have. It's a great segue. I know we have a camp coming up, which we're very excited about,
Get
and
around
we
it.
are wanting everyone to come along. We are so keen. Please be telling your parents and to announce that we have an awesome new video. So now watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, Youth of 2021, we're excited to announce that Freedom, our youth camp, is coming up soon. Now, it's going to be happening September 17th to 19th at Mill Valley Ranch. Make sure to come along for great messages, great connection, and a whole lot of fun. Make sure to register at follow.church/youth or use our direct link.follow.church/freedom. We'll see you there. Anyways, hi.
Freedom.
Be there or be square. Not that
Oh,
any of
yes.
us know what that means.
Well, it's
But-
be there or
Yes.
be square, because
it
you're not
rhymes.
around.
Yes. Oh, yes, no. I
Yeah, that
remember
actually makes
explaining
sense
that.
now.
I think Abel and all of them explained it ages ago, back in
Funny.
the day, like years ago, the OG squad.
So
Oh, back in the
camp. I wonder if we could get the link in the chat so that people can go directly to it now.
I wonder if we will.
I wonder.
No more.
I wonder if we have someone there to do that.
/ link.follow.church/freedom.
We got there. We definitely
We want
didn't
you guys to
just write
come.
it.
It's going to be awesome. There's going to be good times, good
100%,
food,
100%.
just connecting. We're getting
people.
together a list for you guys so you guys know what to bring. Because we don't want you guys to be without stuff.
Yeah, that would be.
That would be very,
Bad.
very bad. But we'll make sure to help you guys out. Where we want you to be fully prepared, to have awesome fun,
100%,
and just
100%.
we aren't going to do hunting.
No.
I don't know
Yes.
that. I think
Apologies,
you
listeners.
pretty much
We
have
will
to have a
be-
license to hunt.
We will
and
be-
I don't think. I feel safe in saying that I don't think any of the leaders have a hunting license, and I
Diglin
don't
might.
think Diglin might. Most of the youth, I think, wouldn't have a hunting license. I think.
I'd be
So,
surprised if people did.
I would be surprised. I'm just being like hesitant because
Someone
obviously
said
they might.
KFC. Sorry.
like an
No need to cut you
Asian
off. But KFC! Adam and I had KFC for dinner.
Yeah.
Woo!
And it
So-
was spicy.
Anyway,
Hi, Natasha.
camp. It's very exciting.
100%.
We're going to camp. It's going to be good. There's going to be games. We're going to have some Bible study. We're going
Yep.
to learn some good stuff and just like connect because it's been a couple years of seeing
Yes,
nobody and
yes.
doing nothing. And we want to just be together and have fun. Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Woo, woo.
It's going to be, as the
A
kids would say,
bride.
lit.
Yes. We're looking at you, Angel, and Jacob, and Natasha, and who else have we got? And Annika. All of you guys.
And
Weren't you there?
And Llewellyn and Taylor, I guess. Yeah, hopefully you guys are there.
I don't think anyone has a gun
I'll be
license
there.
either. I'm just like, yeah. I don't think anyone does.
I don't know.
I certainly don't and
It's
don't
a
want
couple
one.
$100 to get it, so it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Camp's already like
Yeah.
going to cost you money, so we're not going to make you spend money on getting a gun license, and I don't think I would want to get a gun license.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways,
Did someone
moving
say
on.
Counter-Strike? Yeah.
Let's go to our talking points.
Moving on.
Adam, what is your favourite like hands-on thing to do, like a craft or like a something you make or something? I don't know. And chat, what is your favourite hands-on thing to do?
I was getting like lost in the like thinking phase.
Thinking face, yeah.
Well, it's hard. Well, one of the examples that Josiah put down
Hey!
was Lego, which I mean, who plays with that, you know?
Lego
Why?
is so good.
100%.
Got so much.
It is
Lego
the
in this
best. Lego. Go with that. Lock it in, Eddie. Oh, lock it in. Boom. No deal.
house. I think
Deal?
I could like go with like piano playing.
Oh, yes,
I think
yes.
it's my favourite kind of more creative thing to do. I don't know. I'm
It's
okay.
actually
I've been doing it
fun.
for a few years. Over a decade now. That's a
Are you
bit
sure?
scary
Yeah,
to
that's
say.
a little bit more than a few years. It's funny, I'm
Yeah.
actually building the
Time
Lego
goes quickly.
piano set.
Ooh, nice.
It's a good
I like
segue.
getting- I used to get-
each.
I used to get a Lego set every Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
It was so good. It was always fun.
I used to get Lego sets.
What have we
every
got?
week.
We've got draw, paint, or bake.
Oh, bake.
Nice.
Baking is so much fun. I'm
100%.
actually
I'm just like, I just
I like
never
baking.
feel like I
Trash.
have the time. I just can't be bothered.
Yeah.
I prefer eating the baking than like doing it myself. Annika
Especially-
likes
oh,
makeup. That's
makeup.
good.
Nice.
Yeah. That's nice. My sister, I think, would tick like all of those of like she likes to draw and paint and bake and do her makeup, just the whole shebang. Just tick, tick, tick.
The worst part about all of
Yeah.
these is
Just Dance.
Oh, yes.
Just Dance
Yeah.
absolutely counts.
100%.
Amazing. I love Just Dance. I can
pretty good.
still remember some of the dances as a kid.
Oh,
Of
what?
like some of the original ones.
Jeez.
They were good. They were so good. Like Cotton Eye Joe. Can do
Oh,
that.
yeah, yeah.
I can do that
That's a good
hands
one.
down. I mean, it was fairly easy, but yeah, that was a good one. That original Just Dance, just pure
I
awesome.
can't even remember any of them. I had a
I
few
spent
of them, but
hours and hours playing Just Dance. It was so good. That was my exercise as a child.
you know you like Just Dance when you saw from it the next day.
Yeah. Just Dance is
Crazy,
good.
geez.
Basketball's good. I used to play basketball. I did like 2 seasons of it. I won best defender both years.
Sheesh. Okay.
We've got piano
We got
from
the-
Natasha as well.
Nice.
Alex Ransom.
Fellow piano player. Always like a good piano player.
Piano. Wii Sports.
Yeah.
Unbelievable
Wii Sports was
game.
good. My sister, as a kid, because she had as a kid would have a different center of gravity than the rest of our family.
Oh, yeah.
Doing the bowling, she could just turn around and then let go and get a strike every
Oh,
time.
what?
She would always win. Just because the game didn't quite like
Jeez.
orientate well. She just could like we would all be standing there trying to do it right. She'd just go spin and then get a strike and we're like, why are you doing this to us? So she was always amazing, and then she like got older, and her center of gravity changed,
Oh, yeah,
and then she
so
couldn't do it
shows
anymore, and
that,
had to
so-
do it, the normal way, and
Gutter
you know
balls.
lose. So Yeah, that was always fun.
Time to hand over the reins.
MVP. That is awesome.
Wow, 256.
That is very good. I never did that. Mine was like a school team that was a bit small and country.
The percentage in that is crazy.
Yeah.
Like less than 0.5%.
Lots of stuff. Hi, Caden.
Hello.
Hello. Riding a bike. Nice. My dad rides
Riding
a bike a lot. Yeah.
Nice. Not too bad.
Yeah.
Tried riding a bike last year after not doing it for like years. And your legs like sore after 100 meters.
Is that
Yeah.
my bike?
No. This was before that.
I do remember you riding my bike. You just yoinked it when
Yours was easy to use. Mine was messed up. Like the gears just didn't work. None of the gears were right. It was,
It's not ideal.
quality. I hadn't used it for ages, so it's just collected like leaves and that and stuff.
Nice.
All right, time to move on. Tell your worst or best dad joke.
Nice.
Chat, we want to see your suggestions here. We kind of did this at church last week or the week before.
Last week, I think it was.
What are your things? Also, I wrote this down before the service. So
They copied. They copied us.
Well, unless someone went through the system to just go hunt it down. Luke was making
they
it. He's like,
copied.
I don't know what to do. All right, let's look and see what youth is doing.
What youth's got, yeah.
That's classic.
Dad jokes.
Coming to
Dad
us.
jokes are the best. Boo to the rest.
100%.
All right, well, come on, guys. You guys need to
Can't
start.
think of any off the top of my head.
Wow.
Did someone say KFC?
It's black,
That's a
white,
bad one.
and red all over.
A red shirt.
It's a newspaper. It's black and white and red all over. Or a zebra
Oh
that's
my
been
God.
like mauled by a lion, but I think the,
Wow,
the
that's a
newspaper
good
one is a
one.
little like
Gee.
nicer and less like.
What happened when the banana
sad.
got Wait, what do you mean? What happened when the banana got sunburned?
I don't know. Which bear is the most
I'm not
condescending? A panda.
No, yeah. That's a good one.
That's a bit funny.
Hi, Esther. How are you?
Because the banana was peeling. Ah.
That's a good one. Oh, that is disgusting when that happens as well. Yeah.
I've only gotten sunburnt like maybe once or twice, and only very like minor wise. Even though I've
Oh,
spent like
no need
ages
to
and
flex.
ages, in the sun.
Don't get sunburnt easily, but when I was a kid, and it was when Mum did lots of like night shift and stuff with nursing,
yeah.
and so during the day, I think it was one Saturday or something, Dad took me and my sister down to the beach just to be out of her hair, let Mum sleep, and just have a nice day at the beach. Except he forgot to put sunscreen on us,
Oh,
and we came
jeez.
home so like we were there the whole day, and we came home so burnt. Like I don't think I lost that tan line for years. I had like, because it was one of those like one-piece suits with like the hole in the back, so like I had like this brown circle in the middle of my back. I think for like 5 or 6 years. It was,
Jeez.
yeah, Mum wasn't happy when we came home. And we still mock him to this day a little bit.
I like some of those.
What kind of drink can be bitter and sweet?
Reality.
Reality.
Deep.
Yeah. That's a bit like hard hitting. You're like, ooh.
Yeah. It's like, whoa. Wasn't expecting
What else
It
that.
smells like paint, blue paint. Very good.
Yeah.
Classic one.
No one's immature. The word itself says I'm mature. Very, very, very true.
That's one of those like
say?
posts that like white mums will post on their like Pinterest boards of like, no one's immature.
Something
The word
like that.
itself says I'm mature.
Oh, that'd be right.
It's like
Are
the
you making fun of Jacinta now?
no, I'm making fun of like that. Like it's like there's no such thing as impossible. The word itself says I'm possible. Like just that American
Yeah.
Southern mum, just like yeah. It's a bit-
And they have it like all over their kitchen and like every single room
Yeah.
in their house.
What did the triangle say to the circle? You're pointless.
That's cool. Oh my goodness. These are good. These are good.
I like Jacob's one.
Anchovy. Very
Why
good
did
bike.
the man fall down the well? Because he couldn't see that well.
Gee, these are
That's very
these are
funny.
good. They're not dad jokes, but they're good jokes.
It is funny. I like it.
I don't even know any dad jokes off the top of my head. Steal some of these because these are gold.
I like that well
Anchovy.
one. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't
Does
see
anyone
that
know
well.
Bon Jovi's sister's name?
Anchovy.
Very good.
Oh, I thought you were going like serious fact for a sec. I'm like, wait, what?
That would be really sad if like the Jovies had named their like daughter and.
No, that would be.
It's that sort of thing where like you hear people's names and their names make like a pun and you're like, did you look at your child when they were born and decide to like make their entire life? Did you just not like them that much?
No.
Or were you like I don't quite understand that like thought process.
There's a really
Why is
good.
dark spelt with a K and not a C because they couldn't see.
Because you can't see dark.
See in the dark.
Oh, okay, that's good.
So when
That's
does a
good.
joke become a dad joke? When it becomes a parent.
I like that one.
That's good. That's like breaking the fourth wall of dad jokes. That's good.
There's this, I think it's Dare iced coffee ad or something. And it's like this dad with his kid and he goes, so, what are you going to name your kid? And I go, Callum, and his last name's Murray. Callum Murray.
Oh my gosh.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I used to hate facial, but it grew on me.
Oh, that's a good one.
All right. I think
These are hard.
we'll move on.
These are good.
If you had to give up something you owned up right now, what would it be and why? Ooh. It's a bit more serious.
Don't know.
Not as funny as the like dad jokes.
Yes,
This is
it's
just
to
taking the
contrast
turn.
last week's third one.
Which we
so
all remember what it
confused.
was.
Well, because it was if you had $100, what would you do with it right now? So now this is kind of like a flip version.
You should have done this one beforehand because then you sell this one for $100 and then you get your $100. Yeah.
Give something up. Takes guts to be an organ donor.
What do you
Does.
call a lady with one leg? Eileen.
Nice.
That's good. These are gold.
I'm trying to figure out how to answer this. This is.
I don't even know what you'd give up.
Can I like?
This is,
I'm
yeah.
assuming this is something like significant. It's not just like a pen that I found in my drawer that I'm like giving
This
up.
pen?
Like, it's not like I
Hey,
just
oh
open my drawer.
I'm too busy playing with it. Oh, that was horrid, Troy. Glad
Actually,
that
I have
wasn't on
another
camera.
So okay, that's the same pen.
I know. I just realized I have a pen here. Well, I knew I did.
Oh,
Anyway.
Okay. So the question was, if you had to give something up you owned right now, what would it be and why?
Oh, the why is the worst part.
I think it's meaning like something significant.
It's it probably is. But
But I feel like I can just like.
a Lamborghini.
oh yeah, yes. Yeah.
I think I'm just going to go with like the loophole in this question, which is I'll just grab a pen out of my drawer and give that up.
And why?
Because I don't want to give anything else up. I don't know.
It's too much to choose.
I don't. Yeah, like I've got lots of stuff. You're asking me to like pick something to. Like, is this like a clean out? Am I like donating it somewhere? Is this like
It's up to the
charity
person.
thing?
It's all interpretation.
It's easy because we have 2 days anyway. Not really one. Nice. That's nice.
Give away my debt, yeah. That's
Yeah.
a loophole and a half.
That was a good loophole.
That's-
Use that one.
That's nice.
I was going to say something like that, but I didn't think of that. No, I did because I said I don't even, okay.
Really don't know.
Can we just stop recording and redo this little segment bit?
We're sitting
The
here like
joys of
confused.
life. I don't even know what
Maybe
I'm saying.
like, I don't know, one of my blankets to someone who needs a blanket because they need a blanket. I don't know. Maybe go with the nice
Wholesome.
answer, the wholesome one.
I was going to be like something trashy that's broken anyways, just sell that. But okay.
Well, while you guys are pondering this question, I'm just going to quickly say, if you have any paper in your house and you need to grab paper, scissors and a pen. Very important, these
Paper,
3
scissors,
things.
pen. Go get it.
Paper, scissors, pen. We want you all to run and go get it right now.
And while you do that,
Run.
we've got
Do,
a
do,
reminder
do,
of an announcement
do, do,
for those people who've
do,
just shut up.
do,
By the way,
do,
here's camp.
Ladies and gentlemen, Youth of 2021, we're excited to announce that Freedom, our youth camp, is coming up soon. Now, it's going to be happening September 17th to 19th at Mill Valley Ranch. Make sure to come along for great messages, great connection, and a whole lot of fun. Make sure to register at follow.church/youth or use our direct link, link.follow.church/freedom.
We'll see you there.
All right.
See you there.
Yeah,
Freedom Camp, come, please. Who can you give me a thumbs up if you have paper, a pen, and scissors if you need to cut your paper into a square? Because we're needing a square piece of paper.
Square piece of paper.
Square.
I want thumbs up in the chat if you have all these items. Please. So we know, so we can get started. Because we're doing origami, and it's very exciting.
100%.
And today,
I am actually kind of keen for this one.
I made this one in preparation. We have a frog. It's a very cute frog. Look how cute the frog is.
Yeah.
It's adorable. And it jumps. Awesome. We got Taylor. We got Louis. We've got some people prepared.
Oh.
Jacob, go grab some paper and a pen
No thumbs down.
and some scissors. It can be any paper. It can just be like some paper out of a notebook. It doesn't have to be fancy paper. We're keeping an eye on all the restrictions and stuff. We're making sure we're obeying COVID regulations and stuff. We want you guys to be safe. We will update you guys if we need to reschedule the camp or cancel or whatever happens. We will update you with the latest information that we know. All good, Angel. You can watch and see us make the cool frog, and then you can come back later and make it because it jumps.
Nice.
It's really cool. It's really. I've been having a lot of fun the past couple of days making this frog.
Can it land like up, right side up?
Sometimes I can't actually figure out how to make it do that, but sometimes it
If you
happens.
try it, let us know because
All
I
right.
don't know how.
We've got a few people, so come follow along with us. We have some paper, and we're going to be making a frog because it's really cute. So hopefully, is it really freedom. We're pushing you, but it's your choice, so it's still free choice. But we really want you guys to come because it's going to be fun. All right, so first step, you guys, we're going to be folding the piece of paper in half. You want to make a nice crease down the middle, in half, lengthways,
are in the way.
like this. Which way am I going? This way.
Ooh.
Nice lengthways, like this, and then we're going to open it up, back up again, and you want it to kind of sit like this, a bit like a book, with it opening outwards.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you can see that. I'm not
Yeah,
very
should
good with
be.
like orientating myself with cameras and things. So, but once you've done that, then we're going to fold it again the other way, in half, because that's also very important. And you're going to keep this one folded. All right.
So this could be an average fold.
And you
at
want
best.
the open, so you've got it open, and oh gosh, and you're closing it, and you want it, which way is it? To my left. So I don't know how camera works, but you want the opening to be on the left of you, if that makes sense. Yeah? All right. I want some, I don't know, that was an easy step. We'll keep moving on. So next step, what we're going to do, if
This
you
one
can
looks
see it,
confusing.
so you see the fold that you made before in the middle of your page? That's your halfway mark. So you're going to use that as a reference point.
What step are we up to, by the way?
We're up to step number 3.
Step 3.
Step 3. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold the top part of your piece of paper from this way. So fold this one, and we're going to fold it down to the center point. So you can see the crease that you've made before, and that's your halfway point. So you want to fold it down to there and make a nice crease. It's going to look like
Ooh.
this.
This is average at best.
So
These are pretty disappointing folds, to be honest.
that is step 3. Now to step 4, we're starting to get a little bit more complicated. What we're going to do is we're wanting to fold the corners in. Which way am I folding them?
This is
Gotta remember.
so confusing. These are
All right.
difficult.
So you see the open bit that we've got here. You're going to take... I keep going this way to show you guys. You're going to take it, and you're going to fold this edge... Where are we? I'm really bad at orientating myself. This edge, and we're going to fold it up to match the top line. And you're going to push it down.
It's actually easier than what it says on the thing.
Yes, it is. And then you can do the same on the other side.
Boom.
I'm very glad I practiced this so I can explain it to you guys.
Master folder.
All right. And then you're going to pop them
Oh, that's actually pretty poor.
Back down.
Okay.
And then I've just got to remember,
This is very difficult.
fold down. Done that.
And then back
Then
up.
what I'm going to do, you're wanting to fold it back out again. And then I just want you to quickly, on that kind of quarter fold that you've done, just do a quick little fold it back over and up again. So fold it backwards. So you've done that. You've got it to that point. Then open it up and fold it down.
Ah, okay.
Other way. Don't worry about the triangle bits. Just fold it flat down. You're just wanting to make a crease and then open it back up again. And then we're actually up to an actually tricky bit, which is going to be hard to show.
That's a bit disappointing.
But what we're going to do, let me just...
These are very confusing.
So...
Yeah, thank you. At least I'm not the only one. We'll be confused together.
That's all right. Confused together. We're just trying something, you guys. We're trying to do something, not a quiz. So then what we're going to do is see that line that we've got there. We're wanting to kind of squish it. I don't know if you can show the back of me, Joso, and I'll try to like figure out how to... Let me see. So we're going to do this. I wonder if there's a better... So we're going to squish it in. It's very hard without a table. And fold it. Let me...
Does it squish in?
What have I done wrong?
Like along the... Is it along the crease?
So we're going to fold it in
Not good. Not
along
good
the
with
crease, and you want it to meet up. And then you're going to push it down to make new triangles, and you're going to have this bit kind of facing up, if that makes sense. We might not do this again next week, guys. This was an experiment.
Maybe it's a better
We're just-
in-person kind of a thing.
Yeah. It's very hard with camera angles and things. I'm doing my best. So let me get it folded.
Oh, and this piece of paper looks horrid as well.
That's all right.
Like
We're all
different creases everywhere.
learning together. Except for me, because I did this before.
I don't even know what pin I'm up to. 4, 5, 6, 7.
We're up to step 5.
Only step 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Only
So-
10 more to go.
I've got it to this point. So you're wanting to take it from this stage,
paper's fine.
open up. You're wanting this quarter crease. So this quarter crease here. You're wanting to press that into the middle and then fold it down to make some nice new triangles like this. And then you get it to this stage where it kind of looks a bit like a house, sort of. Just blame the paper. Just blame the paper, Adam.
Oh, this
John
paper
said.
does not fold.
And then we're going to press down this middle bit.
Superman cape. Oh, it looks like Doctor Strange's though.
Then once you've gotten that like pointy... Oh, I keep going the wrong way. Once you got this bit, we're going to flatten this pointy bit down and it's going to make that shape.
Oop.
And now it actually looks at the house, like a house. And we're up to that point. Adam's given up. So now it's kind of got these flaps, as you can see here.
So is
I
it like
keep
kinda
going the
like
wrong way.
starting of a chatterbox almost?
Oh, chatterbox, eh?
Sort of, I guess. I don't really know. And then the next step that we're going to do, which is step 6, is you just want to fold the bottom section of your paper up. So like we did, it's another quarter fold. And then, I may have lost everyone, but I'm getting to make a frog and it's very exciting. So then for step 7, I've completely lost Adam at this point.
Yeah, that's a horrible looking Superman logo. But it's, oh my goodness, but it's fine.
Yeah,
There
step
we go.
5's a bit tricky.
It's like the old cartoon version.
All right.
Except not neat.
So then we're going to be for step So step five is a bit tricky. You're kind of wanting to take. I've got some folds, but when it's like this, a bit. Did you get it to this point, Esther? Lost on step 2. All right. You might not have much hope getting through the rest of it, but once you've got to. So I'll start from. So you got to that point. Okay. So we got to that point. We've got this point bit here. Now I've already folded it so it makes it easier, but you're just wanting to press that down so that goes into the middle, and then you're going to fold it to make the triangles here.
Do you have a
piece of paper so I can do this?
Do you have a different coloured pen?
No, sorry.
Okay, that's
So that's
Alright, I'm going to do this. Or
That
see if I
bit.
can do this.
not that point yet. Okay. So if you got to here, so steps 3 and 4 are just prepping you to do step 5. So you get to this first point here where you've folded it in half, and then you're folding the top
Kabam.
half of it into half. So you're doing it into a quarter, and then you're folding the top.
Oh. Do we have tape?
Not
Damn.
Then you're wanting to fold from the corners. You're wanting to fold them up to make a downward pointing triangle. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at orientating myself at the camera, guys. Right, this way. There. So you're wanting to do that and then pop it back down there just to make the creases, to make the next bit easier. Because then what you're going to do is you're going to open it up, you're going to fold it into the middle, you make these triangles here. Sorry, Adam.
Easy.
I mean, I thought it was okay.
Yeah, Mike Cape.
And then what you get is then folding it down so you get it in the middle, bit like that, and you take this top corner and you fold it down to make the house. And that's step 5 done. And then when you're up to step 6, you just take the bottom one and you fold it up. And then for step 7, so you see how there's these flaps? We're going to be folding them so we're going to be folding the sides of the paper underneath to make more of a house shape, if that makes sense. So you're wanting to fold the side into the middle.
Oh boy.
We might not be we're probably not going to do this again, but it's fun while we're trying it. It's not, it's not trivia, guys. We're trying our best. So you're going to take this folded house shape, and then you're going to take these flaps, you're just going to push them to the side for a second, and you're going to fold the sides in like that to make very much a house shape. So these are going to be the frog's front legs, and we're going to take this section to make the frog's back legs. And the noise in the background is probably Josiah.
Chances are.
So once you've done that, you're going to take it and you're going to fold the bottom up again. And these next folds are going to be to prep you to make the frog's legs. So you're going to fold it up again.
Bounce.
And then you're going to
Bounce
fold these. I'll show you. I'm going to fold the corners downwards.
Wait, what?
Is it?
See the colon? It's like him saying me. Angel, that's my brother. Also me. Face palm.
So what we've got.
Okay, this is-
Yeah, there we go. So we've got it. We've folded up
It's about to turn off.
the bottom, and then we just fold down the corners into the middle like that. All right, and then you can let them up. That's just to make it. Now we're up to the actually tricky step.
Oh boy.
which I have to remember how to do. So, what you've done now that we've got those folds here, you're going to take these points and you're going to pull them outwards and at the same time pull up the bottom so that you take these little triangles and turns into a little bit of a boat.
It's like a yacht!
Yeah, it's cool. And then, once you've done that, it's going to be pretty easy because you've got these nice folds where it's just going to fold downwards. So it kind of makes like a rocket ship almost.
Oh, nice.
It's like a firework cartoon.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So that's where you should be up to you're up to step 11. No, step 10.
There. Can you repeat that last step?
So, I've got to put it back to where it
You
was.
have to stop there and use it as a boat.
But we're going to get a frog!
Boat step.
The bolt step.
Josiah approved this, so blame him.
Josiah, yeah.
I didn't really have a choice. I mean,
Oh, you did too. All right, so step 9. We've folded down these corner bits and we've pulled them back up again because that's making a crease because that's going to help us with step 10. So step 10, you're folding this out a little bit and taking these sections here and just pulling them out to do that, and then you're pulling the bottom up again. And then because we've made some nice folds, we can quickly fold it down
Oh, my goodness.
to make a little bit of a rocket ship. All right?
Oops.
Hopefully that makes sense to people.
Do we have white out?
no.
Oh,
You're asking for things that we just don't have right now.
Then
oh.
this, for step 11, what we're doing is we're doing kind of a classic paper airplane fold.
I can do those.
So you're taking these flat bits, so you see the flap, you're just folding it over a little bit to create, you're making a little kind of tiny triangle, and that's the frog's legs. So
You'll
you
need
just
to
want
move
to
it
stick
slightly
out.
because the nameplate's in the way.
Oh, sorry.
Other way. Yeah.
I'm really bad at this, guys. So, where are we? So you got nice and flat here, and you're taking that and you're just folding it over slightly, which you should be used to doing when you're making paper airplanes. So it should look like that. And you do the same thing for the other side as well. So from the center, you just kind of fold it outwards and make sure that's kind of symmetrical on both sides. And then for the top, you want to do it similarly as well. So another similar kind of fold. So you've got it looking like
That's it.
that big triangle, and you're just going to want to fold them up. And you can kind of see a bit of like a frog shape sort of coming along. Like that.
Well, paper frog shape, not
Paper
an
frog.
actual frog
Not an
shape.
actual frog shape. It's a general, you can recognize it as a frog. Then once you've done that, we've
Alright,
got
let's make
this.
sure we've got everything. Yeah.
So, okay. That's kind of, once we got to that point, where are you guys up to? Da, 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 da.
I actually
That's
saw
where-
a frog the other day out the front of my house.
The boat fold.
It's kind of funny.
But yes,
Where
they
was the
got that.
boat fold?
That was like step 10.
Okay. So you got to it looking like that? Is that what yours looks like?
Adam's.
See, that's why I needed the white out.
Yeah,
to
that
shorten
one.
That bit a
What is
little
it?
bit.
So it looks like the rocket ship. Is that what yours looks like? Okay, so yours looks like that. So what you're wanting to do is just,
And this one's probably the better
you're just
one.
wanting to fold, so these bits here, you're just wanting to take them and just fold them over slightly to make little kind of fins, which will be legs. So, I don't know if I can do it. So you go from that, and you just want to fold it over to do that. What's the rocket ship bit? Okay. So you go from the boat,
Thank you.
and you just want to take, so you've got this fold on the diagonal here, you're just wanting to fold it down on the diagonal. So you're wanting to fold that point down towards the middle. And then you can do your folds outwards to make the legs. Does that make sense?
Do you have a paper clip?
No.
Oh,
We don't have anything here.
Do an
All right,
origami
awesome.
like attachment.
So we've got that one. Once we've got the legs going, then we can fold on our half fold that we made before. We can fold that again. So you go in half and you're just folding it inwards.
You missed the
legs part.
Okay.
So you're just wanting to take the rocket ship you've got and you're just wanting to fold these 2 points, these top points, so the triangle shape, you're just wanting to fold them up a little bit, making sure that you can see the points on the outside because that's the front legs.
okay.
And the same thing for the bottom. You're just wanting to go from the center and just fold it out a little bit. You don't need to do a lot, but it should look symmetrical on both sides. You're just wanting to take it and then just fold it out just a little bit. So from the center and fold it out. And you just want to be able to see the legs from the outside because they are the legs. So you got your bottom legs and your top legs here. If that makes sense.
Oh, paper clip would be very helpful right about now. Or a stapler.
All right.
Do we have a stapler?
No.
I'm hoping that made sense.
Do we have rope?
No.
Hole punch?
All right. Once you've got your legs together, you're going to fold it into the middle. And then once you've got that fold in the middle, you're wanting to take the bottom half and you want to fold it outwards, which is a bit of a tricky kind of fold because there's lots of paper in it. But I'll show you. Alright, so you've got your frog folded, you got your legs, and you fold it in half, and you're wanting to fold your bottom legs downwards because this is going to that's making the spring.
Yeah. That kind of works.
Superman.
Should look like that. And then, if you turn it over, it should look like that. And then you can get, where's the pen?
Oh,
Can I have a
can you
pen,
show us a
Josiah?
pen? It took me like half an hour to get just that done.
Alright. And then you can just draw some eyes on it, and it's a froggy, and it's very cute.
And then you put your Superman cape on him and he becomes Super Frog.
Super frog. See? Little frog eyes. And it's a little frog, and it jumps. So you just like push down on the back, and it jumps.
Okay.
Look.
Look, it's in a front flip!
Yeah. It's super cool. This is why I wanted to do it, because it's awesome. R.I.P. boiled water, you will be missed.
No,
So yes, that is the frog. I think there's a link somewhere, just so if you haven't like got it. I don't know if you can get it right now. But yes,
Search up jumping frog origami
Yeah.
and you'll probably find it.
it's pretty easy.
Did you say we don't have tape?
Awesome.
Yes, we don't have tape.
Boing.
They're not here.
It's so cool. This is the coolest origami thing I've ever made in my life. It's awesome. Thank you, Taylor and Annika, for playing along because that helped my cause. But yes, probably more of an in-person thing. And I think I'm glad Adam's been here to keep you all
Boom.
entertained for
Superman.
when you can't.
It's a super mic! Oh!
No, just don't move it too hard.
Yeah.
I have no clue how this is staying
So yes,
on.
I've been playing with frogs for the past couple of days and they're very exciting. But we probably should have done the penguin one, which is a bit easier.
Not as exciting as a jumping frog.
No, it isn't.
You are. Oh my goodness.
That's why I wanted to do the jumping frog because it's just so much fun and it's exciting and it's a frog and it jumps.
A plus, yeah, till I knocked it off.
All right. Well, that is origami. I'm sure we probably won't do that one again. But please suggest any other things that you would have fun doing that isn't trivia because we know that you guys are probably getting a bit sick of trivia and we don't want you to be bored. So give us suggestions in the chat or send us a message with fun stuff that we can do. Because, yeah.
Okay, just do not touch the table.
And I think now that we are finished, I don't know what our next thing is.
So we're going to throw to a quick video and then we'll have a devotion.
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, youth
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday, or is it Monday? I can't recall. Well, no matter, we're still under quarantine. Oh, time has no meaning at all. La da dee da da dee da. La da da dee da. COVID-19, won't you go away? When will you leave us alone? We're all washing our hands fairly regularly. Now will you let us so out of our home? Aliens are coming, says theorists. The gamers have been out for a while. Toilet paper is gone 'cause the hoarders caught on, and we don't want to live this lifestyle. So COVID, we need you to leave us now. We're sick of just staying inside. We just want to look back on this incident and thank God that the football survived.
Hello. Yes, it is that time in our night where we open up the Word and we, bring you a message or a devotion or whatever. So tonight we're not finishing our Upside Down series. That is actually next week. So next week is the final episode to that. And we have the wonderful Adam, who's actually going to be bringing that final message. I've kind of read his plan or what his points. Man, it is going to be so exciting. So make sure to be here next week. He's got a really, really great message planned. But yeah, anyways, so now we did get a little bit confused before we figured this bit out, right? With him doing it next week. Because the plan was he was doing it this week, but then we miscommunicated. So we thought it was for the Upside Down Kingdom thing. And it just got really confusing. So last minute is, hey, I'm bringing a message tonight. And honestly, I haven't fully prepared anything. So I'm very much relying on God and the Holy Spirit to speak through me. But as I was figuring out what exactly I wanted to talk about, I was just flipping through my Bible and this verse that I've highlighted kind of just popped out at me. So it's Luke chapter 5, verse 16. It says, "But Jesus often withdrew to lonely places and prayed." Now, this is in the context of him calling his disciples, and this is just after he's healed a man with leprosy. But I guess kind of the point that I wanted to pull out of this right now is Jesus is the Son of God. He is the perfect human, and he is also God himself. Yet we see countless times throughout the gospel that Jesus goes away from things. Jesus leaves to go and pray. Jesus goes away from these crazy crowds. Like the verse before, it says, the news about him spread all the more. This is after him healing the man with leprosy. So that crowds of people came to hear him to be healed of their sickness. But even when there's just all this busyness, Jesus still prioritized prayer and spending time with God. So why does Jesus, the perfect one of all of us, who we strive to be on the daily, why did he still have to go and pray all the time? Well, it's because it's so important. It is something that helps us with our relationship with God. It is something that connects us with God in amazing ways. It's ways that we can have a proper conversation with God. Yes, there's other ways that we can connect with God too, but prayer is one of those quintessential, super important ways. We see that in Matthew chapter 6, verses 9 to 13. Now, there's some other renditions like in Luke and such, but it's pretty much, it's the same thing essentially. It's the Lord's Prayer. I'm sure we've heard of it. Now, a lot of people think it is old-fashioned, and even some go as far to say as it's irrelevant. Now, I'm sorry, but that is downright incorrect, because this is from Jesus saying it to us. This is the template, if you will, of how we should pray. Let me read it for you. It's our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also have forgiven our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Now, kind of unpacking this, because a lot of people think, oh, okay, this is really odd language. Why would I... What does it even mean and all that? Well, what it is, we're addressing it to our God in heaven, our Father in heaven. Hallowed be your name. Your name is holy. First and foremost, we are admiring God, that he is awesome. And truly, we are in awe of him. We ask that his kingdom will come and that his will be done on earth as it is in heaven. We want him to come down and have his impact, have his will on our lives and throughout all the earth. We ask then also for him to provide for our daily needs. We ask him to take care of what needs to be taken care of. We ask in it as well, verse 12, and forgive us our debts as we also have forgiven our debtors. If you're reading it like that, you don't really know what it means. But it's forgive us of our sins as we also forgive others. Because we also see throughout the Gospels as well, you are also, as people, we are required to forgive. If we are unforgiving, if we hold unforgivingness to other people, God will do the same for us. So we ask God to forgive us our sins as we also forgive others. And we ask to not be led into temptation, but be delivered from the evil one, is what it says. So we ask him to help strengthen us so that we don't fall into temptation and that we don't get in, but basically that we don't submit to our sinful nature and instead we submit to God. So we can already see a bit of a pattern. It is addressing it to God, talking and praising him and just being in awe of him, thanking him for what he has done and submitting everything to him. And then it's also asking him to take care of us. But it's also so much more than that. I'm stealing one of the points briefly from Adam's message next week, and he's going to talk about, he uses the example of if you two people are friends, but one of those people stops chatting to the other person, guess what? That friendship will grow apart. That won't be as strong anymore. It just won't be the same. And that's the same with prayer. If we aren't regularly praying, if we aren't regularly communing with God, that relationship will widen and it will weaken. It's not going to be as strong. That's why you always hear, hey, read your Bibles, pray all the time, do this and that. And now I think sometimes we don't realize the significance of that and why we do that. So it just seems like, they're more chores for us to do. But no, this is putting effort into our relationship with God. You don't go to a best friend and you're like, oh, so okay, I'm not going to text them, I'm not going to read their messages. And obviously this is a very, very bad, comparison. But, it's like, I'm not really going to pay attention to the messages. I'm not, going to talk with them, But you expect God to do so much and you expect the relationship to be close all the time. But here's the thing, if we're not actually putting into that relationship, you're not going to get as much out of it. That's not because God is withdrawing from you or anything like that. It's because you're actually not putting in that effort. Now, I'm not saying no one's putting in effort. I get it. It's also very hard sometimes. And he understands that. His grace surpasses all understanding. And through our faith, we have grace. But I just want to encourage you that these things aren't to be just seen as chores, as things we have to do. These are things we should want to do. This will grow our relationship with God. This will deepen it. This will help us also listen to what he has to say for us, for him to guide our lives as we submit everything to him. So yeah, Adam's also actually talking about prayer next week. So this is a really good roll on. So these next couple of weeks are going to be really, really cool because it does broaden. I'm only talking about a very narrow part of prayer, and he'll be talking about another part of prayer. And together, they'll give you a bit of a bigger picture. And obviously, there's so much more to be said on just prayer. But yeah, I hope you guys got something out of that. I just recommend invest time. If Jesus invested time while he was on earth with so many people, healing so many people, but still took the time to go and pray, we should be doing that so much more. So, yeah. Anyways, any questions? Any points from the hosts and stuff? Anything you guys want to ask?
Yeah. It's really good.
Yeah.
Very much like that. I kind of feel like I should share a bit of something that's been happening with me recently because it kind of relates to prayer and putting in effort and stuff where, I don't know, the past kind of week or two, I'm not really sure the timing of it, I've felt I feel like I've withdrawn from God. I feel like just with lockdown, it's a lot easier to have my life filled with YouTube and Facebook and just other content and stuff that isn't necessarily God focused. It's not bad content. It's funny videos or random stuff or, crash course history or something that I obsess with. That sort of thing. It's not bad stuff, but it's distracting, and it's been the past couple of days where I've kind of noticed myself falling back on those tendencies. And I've always had these worries of, I've had good moments of faith, and I've had lots of passion for God and lots of fire and excitement. I pray all the time, and I will use the Lord's Prayer as a way to pray to God when I don't really know what to say, and I'll repeat prayers and things. But I've always worried that, okay, what happens when I stop doing that? Or will I ever stop doing that? Or how do I keep it up all the time? And just the past few days, God's reminded me that it's okay. I don't have to carry that burden by myself. And even if, stuff gets hard and I might lapse a little bit, he still loves me. And he does have that grace that Josiah mentioned, just unimaginable, incomprehensible. He's like, it's all good. I'm still here. I'm chilling. I've still been looking out for you. It's all good. I still love you so much. And, he knows that you're not going to be perfect. He knows that you're going to mess up and make mistakes and not be the perfect Christian 99% of the time. That's just life. We all wish we were, but it's impossible. But God makes up for it. I always like this imagery of missing the mark when it comes to, so in archery, when you miss the bullseye, you've missed the mark and it's not what you're wanting to go for. But God makes up for that. He moves the target because that's his love for us. He fills that gap for us and helps us hit the mark when we could never do it ourselves. It's only through his grace and love. So yeah, I don't know, felt like I should share a bit of that. But yeah, really good message, Josiah. It was awesome. Very much what God was wanting to say, I think. Yeah.
100%.
Adam, anything you want to add?
Yeah, well, again, yeah. I will probably dive into that a little bit more next week or stuff like that.
Josiah's stealing your message, man. What are you going to
A little
do?
bit disappointed. But again, I mean, it is crazy how much things can change from, just praying, once a week or every couple of days to praying like daily and even a couple of times a day as well. I mean, like when I was sort of doing a bit of research for my, for what I'm speaking about next week, I just sort of stumbled onto a few sermons and they were doing a part where it was around Daniel and the lion's den, I think it was.
Oh, love Daniel.
Where they were praying sort of 3 times a day. And again, like they were a mega church or something, so they were getting like thousands of just emails and messages about how much it changes their relationship with God and that when you actually put in the time. So it's definitely worth it, and it can change so much. It's ridiculous how much it changes, but
100%.
And I guess I kind of just want to add on to that is, I completely forgot. I completely spaced out as well. Oh man, I've actually spaced. I am really sorry. I was just about to okay, I'm going to add on to this. It's going to be really cool. And then, back to you guys until I figure it out.
Right. Yeah, praying I found a lot of comfort in using repetition as prayer. So repeating Psalms or for a while I was repeating God's will be done almost constantly in my head. Just whenever I made decisions, whenever I acted on things, I made sure it was 2 seconds of thinking God's will be done. And it's a little prayer, but it's a refocusing of your heart. I loved using the Lord's Prayer if I was feeling nervous or anxious, or if I just didn't really know what I wanted to pray, but I knew I felt like I had to pray or should pray or needed to pray, I'd pray the Lord's Prayer. I feel like a lot of times in especially our sort of church culture, more towards the Protestant side of church and the rather than the Anglican and Catholic side of things, we try to pull away from repetition and what do you call it? Tradition, tradition and doing the same thing over and over again. The Catholic Church has the rosaries and the rosary beads that they pray through. And, we kind of push away from that and go more of that spirit-led prayer, more improv sort of prayer. And I'm not saying neither is bad. I think both are good and both can actually be very beneficial to your walk of faith. I think it's important to use both because sometimes you don't know what to pray, and so it's nice to have something to fall back on. Just repeat, Psalm 23 or something. It's nice to have it to fall back on when you're I don't know what I need to say, but I know I should say something. So, yeah. Yeah,
and I think kind of remembered a bit now, but I think as part of also spending more time in prayer, it also, I think one thing we do forget is it's not all, hey, submit what, all our requests to God. As we saw in the Lord's Prayer there, we're acknowledging how good God is. We're asking that His will be done. We're asking for more of Him, right? Not just all of our desires. It's not about being selfish. But I think as part of it, it's also, during prayer, it's important to also spend time listening to God and seeing if there is anything He's going to say to you. Now, even from personal experience, a lot of the time that I pray, I don't feel like I got a straight answer straight away. And in fact, a lot of the time, it doesn't happen like that. Sometimes, very rarely, I think it does, but a lot of the time that doesn't happen, and that's okay. But I think the more and more time that we spend in prayer and that we spend listening and waiting and just waiting to see if God has anything to say to us right then, how much higher do you think the chance will be if you pray multiple times a day or if you pray once a month? How many times do you think you will realistically hear from God? Now, obviously, if God has something He wants to say to you, He's going to make sure you hear that, no matter what.
100%.
But spending that extra time in God not only means you're closer, but also means it's, remember, it's a conversation. It's 2 ways. It's not just one way. So leave that time open for God and for, allow Him to speak into you. Now, I'll quickly hand back to you guys and see if you have any last-minute questions. Just looking at the time, though, we are 10 minutes over time, so we do have to get going.
Yeah, we do have to kind of head off. But yes,
but does anyone have...
chuck any quick questions in the chat. We'll answer them. If they're a bit like complicated, we might write them down and leave them for next week. Yeah, because we can't go over time. We have to be home. Yeah.
Because, work...
Curfew. Work permits.
Yeah, permits.
Work permits.
Yeah. So...
Yes. The fun of work.
Don't think
Joyous.
there's anything else. It's just, and final part of this series, Upside Down Kingdom, with Adam giving us our message.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty keen.
If you guys do want to do a bit of reading up beforehand, I will be focusing on the parables. I'm pretty sure it's the persistent neighbour or friend.
Oh, yeah. I think it's the neighbour.
Do you remember the reference for them?
Luke 11.
Yep.
1 to 8, I believe it is, and Luke 13. I have it on my phone actually.
I'll do this all like Bible college wise, so some people might not understand the referencing.
My thumbprint doesn't work. It is. All right, so the persistent neighbour is, again, or friend, is Luke 11, 1 to 13. Okay, and the persistent window is Luke 18, 1 to 8. I was a bit off with that last one, but...
Those are good parables. I like them. They're some of the more unknown ones because they're not necessarily like you throw seeds and some land in rocks and some land in good soil and grow and some land in thorns. And
that's a great parable.
Oh, it's amazing. I'm not mocking the parable. Okay. I'm just saying this is more of like an unknown one that is amazing and we should talk more about, but we don't. We seem to focus more on these... I don't know, like
prodigal
gardening ones. Like, I don't know. There just seems to be ones that the church has kind of like grasped to, and like the story of like the story of Lazarus, not the real Lazarus, but he talks of the poor Lazarus and then the king or the rich man, and they both. So Lazarus dies and has like dogs licking his wounds, and he dies in total poverty, and the king also dies at the same time. And Lazarus ends up in heaven and the rich man in hell, and they have this like dialogue, and it's really like interesting. I loved that as a kid. That was one of my favorites. It was so interesting, and we don't talk about it.
Yeah, if you don't know what to read in the Bible, go find some parables because they are really good and fun to read.
And interesting and tough to think about sometimes.
There's actually
so many layers.
So many more than I thought as well when looking for them. Yeah, it's crazy.
There's a step ladder right next to your head. Yes, so what does a housework address? Okay, sore throats are a pain in the neck. All right. Yeah. Well, if you guys don't have any more questions and things, we will remind you that we have camp and we want you guys to come and we're going to have fun. So sign up, and I don't know. I don't really know how we're going to end this. We might play
we'll see you guys next week.
All right.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, Youth of 2021, we're excited to announce that Freedom, our youth camp, is coming up soon. Now, it's going to be happening September 17th to 19th at Mill Valley Ranch. Make sure to come along for great messages, great connection, and a whole lot of fun. Make sure to register at follow.church/youth or use our direct link.follow.church/freedom. We'll see you there.